D.B. Cooper, a perfect escape or a fatal mistake? Welcome to the world's unsolved files. Here we follow the trail of cases that were declared closed, hidden truths left in the dark, and questions that were never answered. On a cold November evening in 1971, something happened in the skies of America that the FBI has still not been able to solve, even after more than half a century. This incident became known as the case of D.B. Cooper, the most mysterious skyjacker in history. This story is not just about a hijacking. It is also considered one of the most successful disappearances ever planned. November 24th, 1971, Northwest Airlines Flight 305 was preparing for a short journey from Portland to Seattle. Among the passengers was a calm, well-dressed man wearing sunglasses. He had purchased his ticket under the name Dan Cooper. Everything seemed normal, until he quietly handed a note to flight attendant Susan. The note contained only one sentence: "I have a bomb in my briefcase." Cooper remained completely calm. He did not shout. He did not threaten anyone. In fact, he was so composed that the flight attendant initially thought it might be a joke. Shortly after, Cooper clearly stated his demands: $200,000 in cash, 4 parachutes, and a landing in Seattle. But one detail stood out. Cooper requested 2 civilian parachutes and 2 military-grade parachutes. This suggested he had knowledge of parachuting. The FBI also noted that Cooper's manner of speaking did not match a classic American accent and that he could possibly have been Canadian. The plane landed in Seattle, the money was delivered, the passengers were released, but Cooper stayed behind. He requested a detailed flight plan from the pilots and gave the following instructions. They would fly toward Mexico, at low altitude, at low speed, and most importantly, the rear stairs would remain open. These were technical details that an ordinary passenger would not know. At that moment, the pilots believed Cooper either had a military background or advanced knowledge of aircraft systems. Shortly after the plane took off again, a warning sound echoed in the cockpit. The rear stairs had been deployed. When the pilots looked back, there was only the storm. Rain, violent winds, and a pitch-black forest below, and a shadow disappearing into the darkness. D.B. Cooper had jumped with a bag of money, parachuting into the night. In weather conditions no ordinary person would dare to jump into. And at that exact moment, one of the greatest mysteries in history began. The FBI launched one of the largest manhunts ever recorded. Hundreds of kilometers of forest were searched. More than 800 people were questioned. Over 60 suspects were seriously investigated, but the result was always the same. No trace, no body, no solid evidence of his identity. The only clue appeared in 1980, when a child discovered $5,800 in decayed banknotes along a riverbank. The money belonged to Cooper, but even that led nowhere. Theories are still debated today. Was he a former Vietnam War paratrooper? A secret CIA operative? Did he die that night in the forest? Or the most unsettling possibility of all, that everything went exactly as planned and he disappeared to start a new life? The FBI officially closed the case, but the questions remain. Who was D.B. Cooper, and where did he disappear to that night? Perhaps the answers are still hidden somewhere. If you want to follow the trail of unsolved files, don't miss the next mystery. This is Mystery Box Files.